feel when you heard the ovation from the crowd when you went back out for the 8th inning?
Oh, they put my hat away. No, they didn't. Oh, no, I wasn't upstairs.
They gave you quite an ovation when you went back out for the 8th inning. How good did it feel?
Felt great, you know. It's one of those things that I enjoyed the ovation coming off after the 8th more than I did going out. You know, you try not to get too caught up in those moments when you're still going to work. You know, can get you a little out of your game plan. In the moment, it's great. You know, you hear it, it's wonderful, but it's kind of like, all right, like, yeah, let's keep our focus. But I 100% appreciate it.
No walks tonight either. How good did you feel out there?
You know, I try not to walk guys, especially after, you know, in the middle of a doubleheader with bullpen. You know, was a bit taxed early in the day, and we've been playing great, and those guys have been throwing a lot. So, just trying to pound the strike zone and get deep in the game against a team that doesn't strike out a lot. So, you know, I think trying to hunt for strikeouts isn't a good game plan. So, figured I would like to attack the zone and see where it took me, and worked out pretty well.
When you're succeeding in doing that and you're getting quick outs, you're getting outs early in count, and kind of going through the lineup pretty quickly, like, what is that feeling like as a pitcher when you're kind of dictating the pace?
I don't know. It's different when it's like 5-0 versus 1-0 or 1-1. There's really no margin for error, so you're just kind of thankful for every out. You know, it's like all right, reset, on to the next one. You know, what's my game plan? What do you do earlier in the game? What pitches do I need to make here? You know, when you have a bit of a lead and you're doing that, it feels great. But like I said, a tight game like that, it's one out at a time. Doesn't matter how fast you get it.
How different is the mood around the team now compared to at the start of the homestand?
I mean, I'd like to say it's vastly different, but I mean, these guys have done an incredible job of staying positive. I mean, that's one of the great things about having a lot of veterans and some great leadership. You know, these guys know what 162 games looks like, and know that there's going to be ebbs and flows. And sometimes when you're not going well, you just try to hover around at 500. You know, if you can hover around 500 when you're not playing good baseball for however long that stretch is, a week, a month, 2 weeks, whatever it is, and then you get hot and you play good baseball and you go a bunch of games over 500, and then you kind of come back. And like I said, it ebbs and flows, but as long as you can grind and find a way to stay afloat when it's not going well, you know, you go on a good run, and all of a sudden you look up and it's like, wow, our record's getting better. So I got to give a ton of credit to these guys. They've stayed extremely positive. There's been a lot of positive talk in the locker room constantly. I mean, you know, it's difficult. It always is when things aren't going well. But I got to give a ton of praise to the guys in this locker room and how they've just reminded everybody to stay positive and keep pushing.
Justin, you spoke pretty urgently on Tuesday night about you struggled a little bit that night and the team wasn't going well. What do you mean to you to cap this homestand the way you did tonight after Tuesday night?
I mean, it feels great. It's kind of one start at a time. You know, like I said, after that game, I really went to work hard on my mechanics and trying to fix whatever I could possibly fix or find. And there were a few things that I tweaked, and it was nice to see good results today. You know, I'm not going to say it was perfect, but definitely a step in the right direction. Mechanically, obviously, the results were good, but you know, especially early in the game, there were some results with my pitches that I didn't really love, but that's just being nitpicky. It feels great to end the homestand this way. The fans have been great. The atmosphere has been great, and so to be able to, I mean, what an exciting game earlier. I mean, we've had so many exciting games this homestand, and that's what this team's all about. So good to finish it off like this.
What did you figure out mechanically? Or tweak? Figure out outright.
I don't know. We'll have to do a one-on-one for that one. I need about half an hour. Just working hard, man. You know, knowing things aren't quite right. I'm not somebody to wait around and hope the results show up. I'm going to make them show up, or try to anyway. And the tough thing about being a starting pitcher is you don't know if what you're working on is going to show up, good or bad, until you take them out of the game. There's no way to replicate game action. You know, I think that's one of the things that being a veteran and having a bunch of innings under your belt can help with, is you kind of understand what your strengths and weaknesses are and where you need to fix things. And but still kind of like coin flip, or I don't know what to say. You know, you're a shot in the dark, and you walk out on the mound, and you face the first hitter, and you're like, all right, hope it works.
Sixth inning, you get Ramirez to hit a foul pop that was playable. Brett Beatty made a nice attempt, didn't come up with it. Do you get a little, not that you want to get him out, but do you get a little extra pump to say, I'm going to pick my guy up and get this guy out?
I mean, I would say when I was younger, I would probably think that way, but now I try really hard. I think my downfall when I was younger was letting circumstances that were out of my control affect what I was doing. And, in those moments, I actually try not to be like, all right, let me pick my teammate up. It's quite the opposite. It's like, all right, let me stay where I'm at. Don't let that affect me. Obviously, especially against him, you want every out you can possibly get. So it can go two ways, man. It can be a letdown too, and you make a bad pitch, and next thing you know, it's another home run. So I really just try to stay as even keel as I can, and just go pitch by pitch by pitch. It sounds kind of, monotonous, but it is.
Yeah, it's not monotonous.
It is, I hope. If you're making good pitches.
When you came back from the injured list, you kind of talked about how there would be a little bit of a ramp-up period because you had missed that time. What is going 8 innings so soon after that can tell you about where you're at physically?
I don't know if it says about where I'm at physically or this team in particular. I mean, these guys do a really good job battling and not swinging and missing. They put the ball in play a lot. They're kind of known for being like that. So I kind of viewed it as an opportunity after on a day that we had a doubleheader to attack the zone and hopefully get some quick outs and get some balls in play and kind of force the issue a little bit. And thankfully it worked out and was able to go deep in the game.
For Max to throw 6 scoreless, and then for you to dominate through 8 innings. I mean, is this about what you envisioned when you signed here?
I mean, yeah. I mean, it's. I think we all know what Max is capable of, and I'm hoping to kind of hit my groove. It's how you draw it up on a day like today.
Is that an excuse me, a single that sent Marte to third?
Yeah, it was a good pitch to hit, but Marte took off, and I was just on my way to swing, but I felt him running, so I just tried to stop my swing, and it went through.
He didn't distract you, did he?
I mean, it wasn't a distraction, but I knew he was running, and he got put in the game to try to be in second base and then score. So I was just going to let him try to do his job, and my swing worked out to hit the ball.
How much fun was this weekend for you?
The whole week was great. It was fun seeing familiar faces, people I grew up with, pretty much. People that I have much respect and I love. It was fun, and I loved seeing them. But it didn't matter who was going to be on the other side. As long as we got the W's, it was going to be extremely fun.
Home run tonight, a walk-off the other night. What's been going right for you lately?
Man, I've been able to put good swings on the baseball. Before I was swinging and my swing wasn't there. I swung on too many bad pitches. I wasn't controlling the at-bats. This week, it's little by little, it's coming. Baseball is a long journey. You just gotta stay the course and continue to walk in the line.
How nice was it to see Verlander pitch so well tonight too?
Verlander and Max, both of them. It was extremely nice. And the bullpen, yeah, they gave up a couple of runs, but still they pitched well. It was just a couple of hits that were literally in the right spot, kind of like my last swing, my last base hit. It was in the right spot. Overall, it was great baseball for the New York Mets, and we stuck together. And yeah, we are on a high right now. We just gotta try to continue to stay in the high, celebrate each other's success, and then turn the page. Focus on the Cubs. As soon as we land in Chicago, focus on the Cubs.
Francisco Justin was pretty critical of himself on Tuesday night and talked about the urgency for you guys, having been kind of in a rut. What did it say for him that he comes out tonight, pitches like he does to cap his homestand that began like it did?
Him and Max are perfectionists. They are who they are because they're perfectionists and they work on the craft day in and day out. They don't back down from any challenges. And they spend the 4 days that they're not pitching, they spend it trying to figure out how to be better. It's fun to watch them. one is a little bit more vocal than the other one about it. And it's been great. I love it. I love their competitiveness. I love how they're trying to make us better, and I love how they make us better. You know? It's just this is a great team to learn from. You know, there's a lot of players here that have a lot more years than me in the big leagues. Watch how they conduct themselves. Watch how they take care of their business. And learn from them.
Even though you're not pitching, do you still get pumped up like a pitchers do, like tonight with Bieber and Verlander? You're on the field, you're seeing them
100%.
dealing.
It was a 2-hour game. It was great. It was great. It's fun to go out on the field and know you have 2 Cy Youngs. Well, there's 3 Cy Youngs taking the mound today. You know, it's fun. As a baseball player and as a baseball fan, this is as good as it gets.
How much confidence does this week overall give you, just as far as being behind and coming through in clutch spots? You know, all week long that was kind of the case, that you guys were able to overcome and come out with the win.
Well, the confidence was always there. It's just fun to see it coming to fruition. You know, we've been trying, but we haven't got it done. And now it's like, boom, boom, we get it done. It's whenever you see the success of the work you put in, like you see the results of the work you put in. It's always fun and it feels good. So I'm happy that we got a couple wins in this homestand. Celebrate, get in that plane, enjoy, have fun, and turn the page tomorrow.
What is the challenge of pitching in both halves of the doubleheader?
You know, I felt rested the last week or so, so I knew that there was an option, especially after throwing 9 pitches in the first, and had a conversation with Hef, and so I was ready to go. Just, you know, obviously the opportunity presented itself, and you know, so.
As a pitcher, what is it like watching Max and Justin go not only pitch on the same day, but pitch the way they pitch?
Oh, I mean, I woke up this morning, I was like, oh, you got Scherzer and Verlander the other day. That's pretty cool, you know. So a lot of confidence with those two when they take the mound, their presence, and they're both competitive. So it was great to see those guys go and do the thing. And, you know, Max set the tone for the day, and I thought JV really kind of capitalized and finished it through a heck of an eighth. And, you know, hats off to those guys. They've been doing it a long time. Good to see them get their feet under them and go.
As a reliever, you know, you're accustomed to your routine during games when you need to get ready. When the game goes that quickly, and it's sort of that breezy of a thing, does it almost catch you by surprise sometimes when it's ready to go?
You talking about
just like getting up, getting warm, getting ready?
Yeah, I mean, I think when you have 2 starters like that cruising there, and you know, you just kind of, each pitch matters, each at bat. You know, we got the homer from Frankie there, and then to get that one in the 8th, you're like, all right, we got to go finish this and take care of these guys. We're a good team, and so obviously the first out's always important, but that one just kind of apparently was more special to me there. So, but no, it was a great day of baseball, great Mets baseball, and I thought we've gotten on a roll later.
Can you take us through that flip play?
You know, we were prepared for the bunt. Those guys can bunt both directions, so it wasn't like I talked to Beatty before the play and said, hey, you got that side, and I'm going to go left. So just kind of mid-flight, I saw him square, and knew I had to cover, and it was a great bunt. So biggest part of that one was make sure you field it cleanly. We practiced that one a lot. I could thank Buck for that. We ran through that about 1,000 times in spring. So, but no, it was a great play and a good start to that one.
What did it mean to you just to put the, you know, seal a strong start from Justin and get the save in the book?
I mean, every time out in a situation like that, and you know, it's not in division, but each game matters here, and so to get that first out kind of sets the tone for that inning. Obviously, hit the next guy, and then to get Hosey kind of grounded in that double play was big. And so just trying to get our momentum going. This team has been grinding for a while. Guys have been hitting balls hard. Pitchers have been making pitches, getting, you know, Ottavino got bit by it earlier today. So you just got to keep pounding it, you know, and our guys have done a great job of that, kind of being resilient and fighting, and, you know, that's what this group's all about.
When you look at what the bullpen's done this year, obviously, you know, David's done a great job saving games, but a lot of guys have saved games. Drew coming in a big one the other day. Can you talk about that and how deep your bullpen is?
Yeah, I think we knew that in spring. You know, you lose Edwin in spring, and you know that you're going to kind of move the ball around. I think Robertson's been unbelievable. I think all y'all have recognized that, and so a lot of times we're trying to get the ball to him, and then I think he's thrown 4 out of 5 the last couple of days, and so I know the guys kind of turned to fill in and based on the lineup, and I think Buck and have put a lot of us in good positions to be successful. So it's a group effort, and I love being here.
What's it been like this week, seeing night after night, last at bat, winning a game for you guys? I mean, what's that been like, and what's been the clubhouse mood about it?
Yeah, it's. I think we've got some heart rates up for sure late in the game. I'm sure we would like to do it a little bit easier, a little bit earlier, but a lot of big moments. Guys have stepped up, had big at bats, and kind of been around the whole order. You know, the young guys, we give them a lot of credit. Mark stepping in his first day up here. Albie doing a great job, not only behind the plate, but also driving the baseball. And then obviously relying on the veterans that have done a ton offensively and got a presence in the clubhouse. That, this game has its up and downs, and I think we've done a great job of kind of balancing that. And hopefully just keep going.
Thank you very much.
You pitched in both ends of a doubleheader?
I have not. That's the first one, but kind of interesting. I heard Rob had told me a while back that he'd thrown in both a while back, so I figured we wanted to join that club.